Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston.
The news comes alive on 2.
Presented in part by Maryland Club Coffee. Ground, instant, and freeze-dried.
It was 10 years ago today that American astronauts landed on the moon. Today we are here live at the Mission Control Area at the Johnson Space Center and also
Ron Stone at 5 with Doug Johnson.
Well, before we go out to Gillies to visit that place and see what it was like before Hollywood.
Now, Ron Stone. Weather with Doug Johnson. Ron Franklin on sports. This is Channel 2 News at 5. Now, Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza. Jan Carson. Weather with Doug Johnson. Ron Franklin on sports. This is Channel 2 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Bill Baeza has the evening off. The city of Houston is facing some potentially dangerous problems tonight because of extremely low water pressure. The city health department is warning residents about the possibility of contaminated drinking water, and the fire department is concerned about having enough pressure to fight fires. And
Channel 2, let's all be there. Now, Channel 2 News with Ron Stone. Jan Carson. Weather with Doug Johnson. Ron Franklin on sports. This is Channel 2 News at 10.
Sheriff's deputies are investigating an apparent double murder tonight.
Now, Channel 2 News with Ron Stone. Jan Carson. Weather with Doug Johnson. Ron Franklin on sports. This is Channel 2 News at 10.
Good evening. The controversy over State District Judge I.D. McMaster is moving into the courtroom.
The judge denies it, but he apparently lives in Galveston County in violation of the state constitution.
KPRC-TV Houston. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News Today with Dan O'Rourke, Joanne Valley Rush, Kathy Turner, and the Channel 2 News team. Channel 2, KPRC-TV. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza, Terry Anser, Doug Johnson, Ron Franklin, and the Channel 2 News team. Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza, Terry Anser, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening, everyone. A Houston family tonight is grieving for the loss of its 2 children.
The 2 small children were killed in an early morning fire that also consumed the family.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News at 6 with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Ron Franklin, and the Channel 2 News team.
A 56-year-old grandmother is in jail tonight.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV Houston. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Ron Franklin, and the Channel 2 News team.
Harris County Sheriff's divers are still searching the San Jacinto River tonight for the body of a 14-year-old Houston boy.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV Houston. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News. with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
In most places, Memorial Day is a time for Americans to remember their dead. In tornado-ravaged Zaragoza, it is time to bury the dead. Hello, buddy. I'm Ron Stone.
And I'm Jan Carson.
KPRC-TV Houston. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is the late edition of Channel 2 News with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Ron Franklin, and the Channel 2 News team.
Candidate Bill Clements is saying tonight.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. The news starts now. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Bill Biessa, Terry Anser, Doug Johnson, Ron Franklin, and the Channel 2 News team.
There's been a big shakeup at the White House. Admiral John Poindexter has resigned as the president's national security advisor.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV Houston. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Hello, everybody. There's been another mass murder in the news tonight, this one in a small Iowa farming town.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV Houston. Live from Houston, this is Channel 2 News with Tim Lake, Sylvia Perez, Melvin Epps, Duke Fry, and the Channel 2 News team.
You're watching Houston's own Channel 2.
It's nearly noon with Gail Anderson, Dan O'Rourke, Dave Dixon, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good morning, and no, your eyes don't deceive you, and your clock is not broken. It is nearly noon.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. This is The Scene at 5 with Ron Stone, Doug Johnson, and the Channel 2 News team.
Hello, buddy. I'm Ron Stone.
And I'm Doug Johnson, and this is The Scene at 5.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. This is The Scene at 5 with Ron Stone, Doug Johnson, and the Channel 2 News team. Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Ron Stone's Scene at 5 with Doug Johnson and the Scene at 5 crew.
How are you, everybody? We've had a good day at our place. Had a little bit of threat of rain along the way, but I got out and did my filming today and didn't.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Now, Channel 2 News at 6 with Jan Carson, Bill Biessa, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening. Today's heavy rain flooded some streets and made others very dangerous to drive on.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Now, Channel 2 News at 6 with Jan Carson, Bill Biessa, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening. Penelope Hatteras wants to offer a new service.
The former owner of a call girl service wants her new customers to leave the driving to her. Hatteras today asked for a limousine license.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Now, Channel 2 News at 6 with Jan Carson, Bill Baessa, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening, everyone. Today was a day of Thanksgiving at a Houston church.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Now, Channel 2 News Nightcast with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team. Channel 2, NBC's News Station of the Year. Now, Channel 2 News Nightcast with Ron Stone, Jan Carson, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Hello, buddy. I'm Ron Stone. Jan Carson is off this evening. Ann Richards went on the attack today, but failed to answer the question.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV. Now, Channel 2 News Weekend.
Good evening, I'm Larry Audison for Tim Lake. Here's what's happening. What was supposed to be a simple arrest is now a fatal shooting. Tonight, the family of a Montgomery County man claims a deputy pulled the trigger point blank. Lawmen say the suspect was on the run and shooting at them.
Channel 2, NBC's News Station of the Year. Now, Channel 2 News Weekend with Tim Lake, Linda Laurel, Ted Shaw, Rick Swartz, and the Channel 2 News team.
Hello, everybody. I'm Linda Laurel. Tim Lake will join us live from Galveston in just a moment, but first, our top stories.
Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news source. Now, Channel 2 News at 5.
The celebration continues today in the new unified Germany. Good evening, everyone. World leaders warmly welcomed a united Germany into the international community today, but echoes of past wars and concerns about the balance of power tempers some enthusiasm in Europe.
Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news source. Now, Channel 2 News at 6.
Hello, buddy. A 20-year-old man has been charged with involuntary manslaughter in a shooting that left an innocent bystander dead. It happened at a southeast side apartment complex where crime and violence is becoming all too common.
Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news source. Now, Channel 2 News Weekend.
This is George Bush calling. The president goes dialing for votes for Clayton Williams and the Republican ticket in Houston.
KPRC-TV, Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news source. Now, Channel 2 News at 5 with Bill Baessa, Jan Carson, Roland Galvan, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team. KPRC-TV, Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News at 6 with Ron Stone, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Este programa es transmitido simultáneamente en español.
KPRC-TV, Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News Nightcast with Bill Baessa, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening, folks. More than 30 middle school students went to the hospital this afternoon after their school bus was hit head-on.
KPRC-TV Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News Weekend with Tim Lake, Linda Laurel, Ted Shaw, Spencer Tillman, and the Channel 2 News team.
President Bush and the First Lady continue their working visit to Houston this weekend. Tonight, they go out for Chinese food. Tomorrow, it's trade talks with Mexico. Good evening, everyone. Before going out tonight...
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News at noon with Bob Nicholas, Dan O'Rourke, Roland Galvan, and the Channel 2 News team.
Este programa es transmitido simultáneamente en español.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News at 10 with Bill Baeza, Linda Lowell, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Houstonians line up on both sides of the tax hike issue at HISD tonight. But much happier money talk from Corpus Christi, where a Houston area man has become an instant millionaire. Good evening, everyone. Bill Baeza is off tonight. We'll meet the state's newest lottery millionaire in just a moment, but first, tax...
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Ron Stone, Linda Laurel, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team. Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Police are looking for someone who's been shooting at cars on the Katy Freeway.
A state district judge has overturned the conviction of a man accused of burning a Denver Harbor family to death.
And the state Senate passes a school finance plan. Good evening, everyone. First, the freeway shooting.
Las noticias de Canal 2 son transmitidas en español.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, Doug Johnson, Craig Roberts, and the Channel 2 News team.
Good evening.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, live from the Astrodome, Channel 2 News. Coverage of the Republican National Convention, plus all the day's news.
The 1992.
Channel 2, KPRC-TV, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Sernmin Chow, Larry Otis, Ted Shaw, and Craig Roberts with Sports Sunday.
Good evening.
Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News.
Las noticias de Canal 2 son transmitidas en español.
KPRC-TV, Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Bill Baeza and Linda Laurel, Doug Johnson, Lisa Molosky, and B.B. Burns with an inside business report. KPRC-TV, Channel 2, Houston's 24-hour news channel. Now, Channel 2 News with Sherman Chow, Larry Otis, Ted Shaw, Lisa Molosky, and the Channel 2
TV, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston.
For one Texas man's...
Live from KPRC-TV, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston Sunday morning. From KPRC-TV, this is News 2 Houston at noon.
Well, it's no doubt.
Now, live from KPRC-TV, this is News 2 Houston, Nightbeat.
It has happened again. A student at a Fort Bend school is in the hospital tonight with meningitis. Good evening, everyone. The big story tonight, the fifth grader is in intensive care tonight.
He's been diagnosed as having the deadly form of meningitis.
You're watching Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, Roland Galvan with AccuWeather, Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston Nightbeat. This is KPRC-TV Houston. Now, live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston, Daybreak.
A happy Tuesday morning to you all, and welcome back to News 2 Houston Daybreak.
This is KPRC-TV Houston. Now, live from Channel 2, where local local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston Saturday morning.
The focus turns to family in a mother's murder case near a...
You're watching Irv White, Janet Shamlian, and AccuWeather with Carl Parker on News 2 Houston Saturday morning, where local news comes first.
Good morning.
This is KPRC-TV Houston, now live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston Sunday morning.
Investigators are checking out a tape.
Home of the 1996 Summer Olympics. This is News 2 Houston Sunday morning.
A Houston man tries to cope with...
This is KPRC-TV Houston, now live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston at noon. Now, breaking news. This is KPRC-TV Houston, now live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston, first at 4. This is KPRC-TV Houston, now live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston at 5 o'clock.
She was killed in her home near River Oaks, shot 12 times in the head and chest. But now this mother's murder takes a dramatic new twist. Her own husband is arrested, a father accused in his own wife's death. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Linda Laurel. More than 3 months after a woman's killing, police make an arrest in the case.
News 2 Houston 6 o'clock difference starts now.
A woman is shot in a home in Bel Air. Police say her son pulled the trigger before shooting himself in this family tragedy. Good evening, everyone. Tonight's big story, a shot.
This is KPRC-TV Houston, now live from Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston, Nightbeat.
A trip on a twin-engine plane comes to a tragic end. The jet going down in a ball of fire in a snowy field. Tonight, crews search for clues in a deadly commuter plane crash. And good evening, everyone. The investigation into that deadly accident is tonight's big story.
You're watching Bill Biessa, Linda Laurel, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston, Nightbeat, where local news comes first. You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. Daybreak first at 5 starts now. You're watching Pauline Chu, Matt Jablow, meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather, Don Armstrong's traffic, and Brennan Lothery with sports on News 2 Houston Daybreak first at 5, where local news comes first.
The time.
You're watching Bob Nicholas, Olga Villaverde, meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather, Don Armstrong's traffic, and Brennan Lothery with sports on News 2 Houston Daybreak at 5:30, where local news comes first. You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. Daybreak at 6 o'clock starts now.
One person is seriously injured after a robbery in southeast Houston, and now police are searching for suspects. We'll have a live report.
A Conroe fire brings a second tragedy for families already suffering a loss.
And as Olga predicted, the Rockets pull it off in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs, taking Game 1 away from the Utah Jazz.
You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. The noon news starts now.
It was a suit that asked for billions of dollars in smoking-related damages, but it will never head to court. Now Texas becomes the third state to settle with tobacco companies. Good afternoon, everyone. Olga is joining us for Dominique today.
Now, News 2 Houston at noon, where local news comes first. Now, breaking news.
And that breaking news happening in Northwest Harris County. News Chopper 2 above a scene where a dog attack has left 2 kids in very serious condition.
You're watching watching Bob Nicholas, Dominic Soxa, and meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather on News 2 Houston at noon, where local news comes first.
On the Health Beat this afternoon.
You're watching Dominic Soxa, Cambrell Marshall, and meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather on News 2 Houston at noon, where local news comes first.
A community turns out to help a Katy family who lost a child in a car crash last week.
You're watching Dominic Soxa, Cambrell Marshall, and meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather on News 2 Houston at noon, where local news comes first.
Federal legislation is being proposed in the name of a 4-year-old.
KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. First at 4 starts now.
They hope to ring in the new year on the high seas. Instead, they'll welcome 1998 on shore.
Now, News 2 Houston first at 4, where local news comes first.
A break for a team locked up after a rough play in a soccer game is our big story this afternoon.
You're watching Rob Johnson, Dominic Soxa, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston first at 4, where local news comes first.
Here's a rather personal question. How many pounds have you gained this holiday season?
You're watching Dominic Soxa, Cambrell Marshall, and meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather on News 2 Houston first at 4, where local news comes first.
The setup for the Thanksgiving Super Feast had some serious supervision today.
You're watching Dominic Soxa, Cambrell Marshall, and Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather on News 2 Houston first at 4, where local news comes first.
It is something a lot of us are familiar with.
You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. The 5 o'clock news starts now.
Houston's affirmative action director under fire for remarks she made about a city council member. Today, the mayor takes action, suspending her for controversial comments.
Good evening. The mayor is calling her remarks a mistake, but not malice.
Now, News 2 Houston at 5, where local news comes first.
Good evening. Our big story is one of the most dramatic death penalty cases in Texas.
You're watching Dominic Soxa, Cambrell Marshall, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Chris Raggy with sports on News 2 Houston at 5 o'clock, where local news comes first.
Earlier this week, we showed you how human collagen can minimize the defining wrinkle.
You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. The 6 o'clock difference starts now.
Now, News 2 Houston at 6, where local news comes first.
And good evening, everyone. We begin tonight with breaking news.
Some strong storms have moved into the Houston area.
You're watching Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston at 6 o'clock, where local news comes first.
Fumes caused a scare on a Metro bus this morning in North.
You're watching Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston at 6 o'clock, where local news comes first.
Hundreds of pounds of food meant for customers ended up.
You're watching KPRC-TV Houston, live from the KPRC News Center. This is News 2 Houston, where local news comes first. The Nightbeat starts now. You're watching Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston, Nightbeat, where local news comes first.
Word tonight that the federal government has fined 8...
You're watching Susan Lennon, Pauline Chu, Carl Parker's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston Nightbeat, where local news comes first.
Brazoria County victims of Tropical Storm Francis have a new place.
You're watching Bill Baeza, Linda Laurel, meteorologist Frank Billingsley's AccuWeather, and Craig Roberts with sports on News 2 Houston Nightbeat, where local news comes first.
Very lucky break.
From from KPRC-TV, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston at Daybreak, first at 5.
Good morning, everyone. It's almost 5 o'clock on this Monday.
News to Houston Daybreak, first at 5, with Pauline Chu, Don Armstrong, meteorologist Chuck George's AccuWeather, and Tanya Carr with traffic, where local news comes first. From KPRC-TV, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston at 6.
And good evening, everyone. Our big story tonight, new questions about a police officer already under investigation involving a man who died in his custody.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston with the Nightbeat team.
Come to our houses individually.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston with the Nightbeat team.
And good evening. Our big story, it is driving many Houstonians crazy.
You're watching the News to Houston Nightbeat team, where local news comes first. Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston Daybreak, first at 5.
Stories you want to know this morning: an arrest made in the missing basketball player mystery. We'll tell you who's behind bars right now, accused of killing the Baylor student.
Also, Americans fell in love with her and her dramatic story during the war with Iraq. Well, now former POW Jessica Lynch is getting ready to come home today.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston Daybreak at 5:30.
This morning, a former Baylor basketball player is behind bars accused of killing another player, his roommate. The latest on this developing story is coming up on Daybreak.
Plus, a 5-year-old boy has been found after authorities spend all night searching for him. Find out who kept him away from his parents for an entire day. That's coming up in a live report.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston Daybreak.
The chances of a happy ending seemingly slim this morning as police arrest a former Baylor basketball player for the death of his missing roommate. We've got the very latest on this story straight ahead.
And a statewide manhunt started overnight. Officials searching for a Galveston County man and this missing little boy. We have the very latest on the case coming up.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Emily Aiken. Garcia is anchoring first at 4. Our big story.
You're watching News to Houston at noon with Garcia Mikaelian, meteorologist Wes Hohenstein's AccuWeather, where local news comes first.
A truckload of broccoli has been cleaned up on Interstate 10.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston at 6 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. Our big story plans.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston with the Nightbeat team. Now, breaking news.
We begin tonight with breaking news, a break in the case of a missing Baylor basketball player.
You're watching the News to Houston Nightbeat team, where local news comes first.
Maybe it's happened to you, but if not, imagine having to worry about where your next meal is coming from.
Now, live, Local 2 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Linda is off tonight. Our big story, a police officer and the man who shot him, both on the stand in court today.
Now, live, Local 2 at 10.
We begin tonight with breaking news. It's coming to us from northwest Harris County. A Harris County Sheriff's deputy opened fire and shot a burglary suspect.
Now, live, Local 2 at 10.
And good evening, everyone. Linda is in for Dominique tonight.
Our big story, the search for a motive behind a triple shooting.
Now, live, Local 2 News at 4 o'clock.
Good afternoon. I'm Bill Biessa.
And I'm Rachel McNeil in for Dominique. Spring break has turned tragic for...
Next on Local 2 at 6, 3 children are found inside a car outside of a convenience store, and now one of them has passed away. An update on that developing story. Then as the rain continues to fall, flood fears hit some Houston neighborhoods. And what was it that made Roger Clemens decide to stay in Houston?
Now, live, Local 2 News at 6 o'clock.
Good evening. I'm Bill Biessa. It's been seriously gray and rainy out there all day long.
And I'm Wendy Corona. Thanks for joining us. It seems the rain just doesn't want to go away.
Now, live, Local 2 News, Nightbeat.
We begin tonight with breaking news in Northwest Houston. That's where police are now on the scene of a deadly...
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 4.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jerome Gray.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona. An angry father accused of stabbing a teenager he thought witnessed an attack on his daughter.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 6.
Breaking news from downtown Houston. We're learning about missing guns from an HPD property room. Good evening, and thanks for being with us. I'm Wendy Corona.
And I'm Jerome Gray. This is the latest in a string of problems with HPD's property room.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 10.
And tonight we are tracking Hurricane Dean. It's grown to a Category 4 hurricane, and now we're just watching and waiting for Dean to pick its target. Good evening, I'm Bill Biassa.
Hello, I'm Dominique Soxa. Tonight, Hurricane Dean has already become a deadly storm, killing 3 people.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 10.
Hello, we thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Dominique Soxa.
And I'm Bill Biassa. Good evening. Tonight, one of Houston's biggest employers is getting ready to furlough thousands of workers.
Continental Airlines says it must cut 3,000 jobs to combat rising fuel.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News.
New this morning, a Houston police officer is involved in a major accident when his patrol car is hit by an 18-wheeler.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 4:30 a.m.
Boy, is it Monday already? Good morning to you. Back to school Monday, August 24th, 2009. I'm Owen Plenty. Thank you for watching our brand new 4:30 newscast. I'm going to be honest, this is a work in progress, and we hope that you'll play a role in deciding what we do from here on out. Not you, Hank, but the viewers. Well, we do want to know what Hank thinks, too.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 6:30 a.m.
Well, good morning. We made it to Friday, March 5th, 2010. I'm Owen Plenty.
And I'm Amy Davis. Lauren Freeman has the morning off, and apparently so do the giraffes at the Houston Zoo.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 4.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jerome Gray.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona. Tropical storm Gustav hit Jamaica this afternoon on its way into the Gulf of Mexico.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 5.
Hello, we thank you for joining us today. I'm Dominique Soxa.
And I'm Bill Biassa. Good evening.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 6.
It's a case that gained national attention. Now the stepfather of the little girl once known as Baby Grace is on trial for her murder. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jerome Gray.
Hello, I'm Dominique Soxa. Riley Ann Sawyer's body washed ashore in Galveston 2 years ago.
Her mother has already been convicted of capital murder. Now testimony is underway in her stepfather's trial.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 10.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Dominique Soxa.
And I'm Bill Biassa. Good evening.
From KPRC, you're watching Local 2 News at 10.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dominique Soxa.
And I'm Jerome Gray in for Bill Biassa. Tonight, the Houston area has another swine flu casualty.
From Local 2, home of click2houston.com. This is KPRC Local 2 News this morning.
We're so glad you're starting your Thursday with us. It is April 28th. I'm Lauren Freeman.
Good morning to you. I'm Owen Plenty. We've been talking about wild...
Live from Local 2, home of click2houston.com. This is KPRC Local 2 News Midday.
A fire at a North Houston apartment complex has left 22 families homeless.
Live from Local 2, home of click2houston.com. This is KPRC Local 2 News at 10.
Tonight, a Local 2 investigation. We have discovered inmates at a local jail were being supplied with cable TV porn. Where this happened and who let it happen coming up.
Plus, a man shocked with...
Live from Local 2, your home for the 2012 Olympic Games. This is KPRC Local 2 News.
We begin right now with the arrest of those 2 Houston police officers.
They're accused of trying to sell cocaine when a SWAT team moved in and took them into custody.
Live from Local 2, your home for the 2012 Olympic Games. This is KPRC Local 2 News.
Just a heartbreaking loss for a Harris County family. 6 people inside when their mobile home goes up in flames. Sadly, a 4-year-old boy did not make it out in time.
You are watching Local 2 News at 5.
Rescue crews near Litchfield, Illinois.
Live from Local 2, home of click2houston.com. This is KPRC Local 2 News at 10.
A mom punched and carjacked with her 4-year-old son just a few feet away.
KPRC Local 2 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
We begin tonight with breaking weather. A monster tornado caught on camera tonight in Alabama. The word tonight, as many as 50 people killed in that state alone. And adding to our extreme weather, a fire near Huntsville has now burned more than 200 acres. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Maessa.
And I'm Rachel.
Live from KPRC, Local 2 News at 5 starts right now.
Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson expected in court in the morning. We'll see what the Houston area resident is saying tonight about his child abuse charges and about another disturbing accusation.
Plus, the thief targets a Houston area church, causing streets to flood and nearby businesses to close.
We begin tonight, though, with new information on the Texas Ebola case. Texas Governor Rick Perry touring the Galveston laboratory where a vaccine is in development as the Reverend Jesse Jackson meets with the family of the Ebola patient in Dallas. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bill Maessa.
Hello, I'm Dominique Soxa. We've got
Live from KPRC, Local 2 News at 10 starts right now.
Here's what's happening tonight. The government says he's dead, but this veteran is very much alive. His struggle to right a frustrating wrong. Only on 2 tonight.
Mr. Gray, are you sure you don't want to talk?
Then a neighborhood without enough fire hydrants. What just happened tonight when Local 2 investigates confronted the developer.
Plus, a flat fee for all the electricity you can use. Sounds like a good deal, but is it? Local 2 consumer expert Amy Davis breaks down the plan for you.
But first, a breaking news alert unfolding tonight. Police now investigating a robbery at an adult boutique in North Houston where shots were fired.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
2 men lead Houston police on a high-speed pursuit ending just outside a middle school. The reason police were chasing them.
Deputies find a baby dead inside a home in northwest Harris County. What we've uncovered about the newborn's mom and why her other children are not living with her.
A great-grandfather minding his own business gets caught in the crossfire during a shootout at a laundromat. How his family is remembering him tonight.
But we begin tonight with new details on what led to a high-speed police chase that ended in front of a school. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Maessa.
Hello, I'm Dominique Soxa. Sky.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Breaking news this morning, a man killed after he answers the door at his Southeast Houston home. We are live at the scene with what friends of the victim are saying.
Plus, new information of the Dallas police ambush. The number of officers injured has gone up. How a 13th officer was injured and was not reported.
Plus, President Obama cuts his trip to Europe short because of that shooting. Ahead, who will join him at a memorial for those officers?
Now we'll say good morning to you at 5 o'clock. I'm Owen Conflenti.
And I'm Amy Davis in for Rachel McNeil this morning.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
A father of 4 killed in a hit-and-run crash.
My kids are asking for their daddy.
Tonight, his widow speaks out only on 2.
A memorial meant for innocent victims of drunk drivers is trashed.
Out of all the places in the world to do this, y'all had to come do it on my daughter's property.
A look at the damage and the determination to find out who's responsible for the vandalism.
But we begin tonight with a breaking news alert involving former Subway spokesperson Jared Fogle. Multiple reports out of Indianapolis say Fogle is expected now to plead guilty to possessing child pornography.
Fogel is expected to accept a plea deal tomorrow. You may recall that federal agents raided Fogel's home in early July. Investigators seized several computers and DVDs as part of a child porn investigation. We'll have more at the bottom of the hour on the NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
Right now at 10, vehicles vandalized, kids throwing rocks at moving cars, causing windows to shatter.
And then I could hear the glass cracking, and I knew my window had been busted.
Where it's happening and what's being done to stop it before somebody gets seriously hurt.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at noon.
At noon, a mother and her son terrorized in their home. Ahead, what police say this man and two others did as they barged into that house.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 4.
Breaking at 4, mishandling allegations of sexual misconduct. That's what Cardinal Daniel DiNardo is accused of doing.
Next at 4, one woman's accusations and how the Archdiocese is responding at this hour. But first, we are tracking the tropics, a system in the Gulf just now starting to make its way into southeast Texas. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Christine Noel.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
At 5, an innocent child shot and killed inside his Channelview home. We're live with the latest on the investigation.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 6.
Football season.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
Here's what's happening right now at 10. Vicious attack. Stray dogs kill a family's beloved pet.
When I got out there, the big white dog had Bella's head in its mouth.
And this pup is not the only victim.
Channel 2 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
We are following two big breaking news stories right now. The first one coming to us from Fort Bend County, where
live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
This morning, the number of novel coronavirus cases in the Houston area is up again. The total number now stands at 5. What we're learning about the additional patients and what you need to do to keep yourself safe.
Tracking breaking news from Northeast Harris County this morning. A car crash leaves 3 people dead. There's an investigation into what happened. That's going on. We'll bring you the latest information in just a moment.
Also, the road to recovery coming up. We'll get a look at how the help at for the Tennessee tornado victims from the president and from celebrities.
Oh, it's Friday. Haley just said, don't pretend you're not excited about
I did.
that. Friday weather. That's what the headline says. Britta will break things down for us as we roll along on the 6th of March at 4:30. Good morning. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Haley Hernandez. Yeah, no being grumpy this morning. It's Friday.
Here we go. Here we go.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. We have breaking news. A standoff on the southeast side after a woman was shot. Multiple people are in handcuffs. We're getting a live report from the scene straight ahead.
Also breaking this morning, a man now in FBI custody for questioning after mercury spills in West Houston. We're telling you the signs you need to look out for after nearly 60 people were exposed.
Hey, temperature-wise, we're in the 70s right now, but it's going to take a dive this afternoon with a cold front that is scheduled for I don't know if it's scheduled, if they planned it there, they wrote it into the book and scheduled it, but it's coming.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Midday.
Right now at midday, one person is dead after a stolen vehicle leads to a chase through a cemetery. How this all came to an end and the search for the suspects at this hour.
And coronavirus crisis. Globally, infections are approaching 90,000 as the United States deals with its second death related to the illness. Ahead, what the government is doing to combat the virus, and a doctor answers some of the most asked questions.
We are just hours away from Super Tuesday. The South Carolina primary changed the game for candidates. We'll look at the ones who called it quits and the others still fighting for your vote. Here in Texas, we head to the polls in 19 hours and 59 minutes. One person is dead and police are searching for suspects after a wild chase through a cemetery. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Sophia Ojeda. It's a story that
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Midday.
Breaking news this morning involving the Astros. Just a few hours ago, the team addressed the sign-stealing scandal in a landmark news conference, but owner Jim Crane says the players should not be punished.
May I ask, is it cheating?
Excuse me?
Do you use the word cheating? Was this cheating?
We broke the rules, and you can phrase that any way you want.
Ahead, we're live in Florida with sports director Randy McElvoy to show you what the players had to say.
Also breaking news with the coronavirus. One person here in Texas has been diagnosed with it. Ahead, what we know about that patient.
Plus, a surprise move by Mayor Sylvester Turner, who he's endorsing this morning to be the next president of the United States. But we begin with our breaking news this morning, a landmark day for the Houston Astros organization as they address the sign-stealing scandal.
It is live from KPRC. This is Channel 2 News at noon.
Developing right now, a group of kids going on a wild ride in a stolen car are now fighting for their lives.
They crash into another car while trying to get away from police in a chase that reached speeds of nearly 100 miles per hour.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 4.
Now at 4, Houston votes. People head to the polls for Super Tuesday. We have team coverage on the lines and races.
Plus, a former HPD officer now facing serious charges. The disturbing details on the sexual assault allegations against him.
So we begin with Decision 2020 as we're only hours away from the polls closing in our state. Several local races as well as the presidential primaries in Texas. Voters lining up at polling locations all around the area for the Texas primaries. Good afternoon. I'm Lauren Freeman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. We begin our
live from KPRC. This is Channel 2 News at 5.
May I ask, is it cheating?
Excuse me?
Do you use the word cheating? Was this cheating?
Yes, we made a mistake. We did what we did, but that doesn't make us a bad person.
It was definitely wrong. It was definitely wrong, and we should have stopped it at the time.
You know, we crossed a boundary. I think, you know, we broke the rules, and we're sorry.
Do you use the word cheating? Was this cheating?
The unusual excitement and energy that goes along with spring training was replaced with remorse and regret. The Houston Astros today apologizing for the sign-stealing scandal as the team seeks to regain the trust of the fans and the city of Houston. Good evening. I'm Lauren Freeman.
I'm Keith Garvin. The team is addressing the cheating accusations for the first time together as spring training gets underway in Florida. And the team is repeatedly saying two things.
That they're sorry and what they did was wrong.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 6.
All eyes on Texas this Super Tuesday, and local voters are turning out in huge numbers. In Harris County alone, more than 170,000 people have voted so far, some waiting for hours.
The polls will be open just one more hour for this Super Tuesday Texas primary. What happens in Texas tonight is going to have a big impact on the race for the White House going forward.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
Right now at 10, puppy rescue. Deputies bust through a car's window to save this pooch from a sweltering hot car.
Road to recovery. A teenager in the hospital after a terrible wreck. How she tried to save the other people in the car before the crash.
Plus, eyesight saved. How a teacher's intuition helped save a student from going totally blind.
But we begin tonight with a puppy saved, rescued from a hot car. Good evening, I'm Lauren Freeman.
I'm Keith Garvin, Channel 2.
This is KPRC 2 News Today.
Well, good morning. We have breaking news today. A fire at a restaurant that's been a staple in the Southwest Houston community for decades. What we know about the damage so far.
And President Biden is signing new restrictions today to try to stop the spread of mutated versions of the coronavirus, who will be impacted the most by his actions.
Well, your senses are not deceiving you. Temperatures are already in the 70s this morning. Wow. Even though the calendar says January, it'll be cooling down a bit. All right, geez, I put on whatever. Anyway, we'll just start the 5 o'clock show. Good morning. Welcome to Monday the 25th. I'm Owen Conflenti.
A lot of football yesterday. I'm Lisa Hernandez. Anavita's track.
This is KPRC 2 News Midday.
Right now at midday, more vaccination registrations are opening up across the Houston area. What's available now and when you'll be able to pre-register.
Under arrest, a Florida paramedic facing charges accused of stealing vaccines meant for first responders, who he says pressured him into committing that crime.
A Harris County deputy headed for surgery after being shot in the line of duty. The latest on his condition and what we've learned about the suspect accused of pulling the trigger. But first, the latest information on the distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. KPRC is your vaccine central. This morning, there are more counties releasing slots for pre-registration to receive the vaccine.
This is KPRC-2 News at noon.
A Harris County Sheriff's deputy shot in the line of duty, still in the hospital this afternoon. The condition he's in right now.
Mounting frustration. People hoping to sign up for a coronavirus vaccine in our area met with technical issues. The response from Harris County.
The sunshine returns today. How long is it expected to stick around? But first, new details in a case that we first reported as breaking news to you yesterday. Harris County Sheriff's deputies say this is the man who shot and wounded one of their own. We were told Moises Martinez is scheduled for court this afternoon.
That shooting happened yesterday on Forest Brook Drive and Veterans Memorial in North Harris County. Deputies were responding to a suspicious person call at the time in a neighborhood when investigators say a man, later identified as Martinez, opened fire. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Noel.
And I'm Andy Sirota. Martinez was booked on 3 open felony warrants, 2 charges of aggravated assault on a public servant, and another felony in possession of a firearm.
This is KPRC-2 News at 4.
Now at 4, a wait list for the COVID-19 vaccine. The new effort in Harris County to help those who are eligible for the vaccine but have struggled to find it.
Plus, charges dropped against the former Harris County public health doctor who was accused of stealing the COVID-19 vaccine.
We will have that in just minutes, but we begin with breaking news you saw first on clicktohouston.com. New charges, including a new murder charge announced against officers linked to the deadly botched police raid on Harding Street nearly 2 years ago.
This is KPRC-2 News at 5.
Right now at 5 o'clock and only on 2, a courtroom attack caught on camera as a suspect sucker punches another suspect right in front of a judge.
After you sign the order. Did you know you left
The man accused of throwing that punch is accused of also raping a teenage girl, and now he's in more trouble tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Gutierrez.
And I'm Lauren Freeman. That suspect allegedly raped the girl while he was out on bond for another crime.
This is KPRC-2 News at 6.
And happening right now in our nation's capital, the next step leading to former President Trump's second impeachment trial. Any minute now, House impeachment managers will carry the article of impeachment to the U.S. Senate. The formal charge is inciting an insurrection.
And here is the impeachment trial timeline going forward. Tomorrow, senators will be sworn in as jurors. Then a summons will be issued to former President Trump.
This is KPRC-2 News at 10.
Right now at 10, separating fact from fiction. Will the coronavirus vaccine alter your DNA?
Or can the shot infect you with the virus? We put those questions and more through the Trust Index.
Plus, are 2 masks better than 1? The nation's top doc and why he says you might want to consider it in the fight against COVID-19.
And more officers indicted. Nearly 2 years after that deadly botched raid on Harding Street, the DA's office connects 6 more members of HPD to the case. And that means now 12 Houston police officers have been connected to the wrongdoing in that botched raid. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Noel.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Gutierrez.
Live on KPRC-TV and the KPRC2 Plus live stream. The news starts now.
A second man has been arrested, accused in a string of sexual assaults across multiple apartment complexes.
Now we're learning what actually led up to this deadly incident.
You're watching KPRC-2 News.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us, everybody, for KPRC-2 News at noon. I'm Bill Spencer, in for Andy and Lisa. And yes, we begin with a deadly shooting in a parking lot.
Starts right now. And we begin here at 4 with an update on the woman who went missing while jet skiing on Lake Houston. Authorities saying her body has been recovered. She was jet skiing at Dewson Park without a life jacket when she...
Starts now.
You're watching KPRC-2 News.
Well, good evening. I'm Keith Garvin. Daniela Guzman is off tonight. We are monitoring all of those stories, but we want to begin tonight with growing concern about the media.
KPRC-2 News begins with breaking news.
That breaking news is coming out of the River Oaks area.